from the Sanford-Springvale Y. I hope you are all well. But I'm here with you today because I'm going to share one of my favorite, cheap, super easy holiday crafts with you. We are going to make these super fun, oversized stars. Super cool looking and easy to make. We're going to go through our supply list first, and the best part about this craft is that you really only need brown paper lunch bags. So you're going to need to go, I picked these up at, any dollar store has these brown paper bags, lunch bags. You're going to need a writing utensil of some sort. I'm using a dark marker, and that's just so you guys can see what I'm doing, but you can use a pencil or something light, and that way when we do the cutting you won't see the lines. I also have an extra utensil here. This isn't for writing, I just use it as a guide, so when we're drawing the shapes that we're going to cut out, I just have a sharp edge. If you have a ruler or something like that, totally fine. We're also going to need some tape for at the end. We're going to need glue. You can use, regular Elmer's glue. I used glue stick. That works well for me. It dries fast. This dries, takes a little longer to dry, but either will work. We're going to need a pair of scissors. Optional, hole punch. That's just for the end. And some string. Whatever you find kicking around your house. I happen to find twine, lying around in the garage. That works. But any old string, yarn, whatever you got. And here we go. We're just going to dive right into this here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to count out 10 brown paper bags. We're going to put them all in a stack, flappy side down. So with paper bags, you got this flappy side here, and then you got this smooth side. We're going to place the flappy side down, and we're just going to create a stack of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, here we go, 8, 9, and 10. Nice neat stack. We're going to put it off to the side. One by one, we're going to pick up a paper bag, flappy side down. So you want this open part away from you, like where you'd pack your lunch in here. You want that facing away from you. You want the bottom facing towards you, flappy side down, and we're going to start gluing. This is so fun. So you're going to take your glue, feel free to use a glue stick or whatever glue you have, and you're going to make a T shape. So I'm going to start at the bottom, nice right across the bottom, and down through the center. You're going to end up with something that looks like this. Won't be as bright, obviously, if you use glue stick. But that's perfectly fine. And then we're going to take another bag and we're going to place it right on top of that bag. So flappy side down, pop it on top of the bag, press over where that glue is, make sure it's nice and secure. And then we're going to repeat it. So right across the bottom, just like that, flappy side down. Like that. And again, and you're going to repeat this 10 times. 10 times. But I won't make you sit through that because I already have a stack already glued together. But you're going to do that 10 times. You're going to end up with something like this. A stack of brown paper lunch bags all glued together. Now you're going to grab your writing utensil. Like I said, I'm using a dark marker just so you guys can see, but use a pencil or anything. And we're going to create the shapes that we're going to cut out so it makes these cool little cuts and grooves that you see on the snowflake. The first line we're going to make, and this is when I bring this pencil in, I just use it as a guide. I'm going to stick it in this corner of the bag right here. So I mark off this little triangle right here. It's easier just to show you. So I'm going to draw a line here, just like that. And then I'm going to leave a space. I'm going to leave some space here, some flat space, and I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. I'm going to draw a little triangle. Doesn't have to be perfect, nothing like that, but you're going to have something like this. Totally fine. Then I'm going to make some cuts down the sides. Now you're going to put your thumb down because you want, at the end of this line, you want to leave a space. I use my finger, or you can use 2 fingers, whatever you prefer. And you're going to hold that space. And again, doesn't have to be perfect. Make a little triangle. So space, little triangle. And I'm going to do the same thing. Little space, triangle. And then you're going to repeat that on the other side. Little triangle, space, little triangle. So as long as there's a space in between each of the little spots, you're killing it. Now we move on to the cutting. So it's kind of tricky cutting through 10 paper bags. So if you need to ask an adult or a household member to help you with this, then ask for some help. But we're going to go along the lines and we're just going to cut just like this. Cut off those corners first. You'll end up with that. Then we're going to go ahead and cut out the triangles. Just like this. Boom. And the triangles here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. These are so fun to make. And once you make one, you're going to make so many. So get a lot of brown paper bags. Good thing they're super cheap. And you can experiment with your shapes. You know, if you want 3 triangles or just one, there's no right or wrong, as long as you leave a space in between each of the things. You'll end up with something like that. And here's the fun part. This is all glued. You've waited for your glue to dry. If you're using Elmer's glue, you might, wet glue, you might need to wait a little longer. But, you can tell if it's dry. If the bags start to come apart, leave it. But this is the big reveal. So satisfying. So you grab the 2 ends of the bags, that very first layer right here, and you can flip it upside down like this, and open it up, and holy moly, is that not the coolest thing in the world? Like, seriously. So this is why we need the Scotch tape. You could glue that and stand around and wait for it to dry, but I'm too impatient for that. I tape it. You can glue it, but trust me, the tape works just as well. So just let it drop down. I start by putting the 2 top pieces together, and you just take this piece of tape and just tape it down like that. But there's still going to be a little gap here, so I just kind of pinch that together, grab another piece of tape, kind of tape that together. Anywhere is fine. Flip it over to the other side. I like to secure it on the other side as well. Nice. Then you end up with this super awesome holiday star. They look good anywhere. And then, so the hole punch, this was just because it's nice to be able to poke a little hole right there. Because you need a place to string it through. But if you don't have a hole punch, you can ask an adult to help you if you need so. But you can just drill a little hole with your scissors, or anyway, just punch a little hole where you're going to put your string. Then whatever you find kicking around your house, and anything will do. Cut your string. Go back to that hole. You're going to thread it out. Tie it. This is so fun. And it's ready to go. You can hang them in the windows. You can get crazy with decorating them too. I've seen, you can glue and glitter and paint them, whatever you want to do. I like the way they look just like this. They're super neutral and they look good everywhere. And I just think they're the best. I hope you guys enjoy this craft and that you have fun making them with your friends, your family, or whoever, and that you're being safe. And I really miss seeing you all. I miss seeing you at paint night and all the cool things we used to do. But I'm sure I'll see you again soon. And in the meantime, have a great holiday. And I hope I get together with you again to share another one of my favorite crafts. And until then, have a great holiday. And I hope that you share some of your cool snowflakes on the page so I can see all the awesome work you do.